What up, guys? It's your boy Zach Williams, and this is the Credit Builder channel. Turo vehicle is still out on the road. It don't come back until Thursday at 6 p.m. So I got it strategically set up to where I can actually get the car dropped off the way I would like it. But since it's my first time out doing the Turo stuff, I'm going to actually be there. So I have to work on Thursday, which is the day that the vehicle gets dropped off. However, I'm going to take Thursday off of work so I can be there for the transaction to understand how things work. So in the future, I can actually schedule a plan through the calendar of how I want my vehicle to be dropped off, where I want my vehicle to be dropped off. So that way I can have a peace of mind when delivering vehicles or dropping off vehicles or getting vehicles picked up. But it's Monday. It's a new week. You know what I'm saying? Got to get through it. I definitely been scouting my next vehicle. I'm looking expeditiously, looking for a vehicle. I'm gonna go a little bit different, just go around, but I'm definitely in the market for another vehicle. Because one thing I'm learning about Turo is that you want to keep the wheels turning. You don't want to sit there and just have one vehicle. It's not built for you to have just one vehicle. It's built for you to have multiple vehicles, creating and generating that revenue weekly, monthly, daily. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I work myself into like 4 or 5 cars. Then the Mercedes that are currently daily will be going on the market as well. But that's just that for now. But like I said, the vehicle, the Volkswagen, aka Gucci, she is out on the road right now. When she come back, she'll be in my possession for like 2 days, I believe, and then she'll be right back on the market. So as soon as I get her, I gotta clean her, make sure she's running right, check her oil and all this, that, and the third, and then I'm putting her right back out there. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm enjoying the car. Even though I enjoy the car, it's a nice looking car. Hopefully it come back looking the way that I sent it out, but that's the risk you got to take, and that's the risk that you have to live with, knowing that anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? That's the all in all of being a risk taker. That's just the epitome of it. So yeah, that's part of it. So, but like we always do on this channel, we grind it out. Like I said, it's Monday, so I'm getting ready to head to Harley Davidson and do these 10 hours. As soon as the weather start breaking, like I tell you guys, I will be on full press mode, full court press. I will be at Mercedes-Benz and Harley Davidson. Mercedes 5 to 6 days a week. Harley Davidson is only 4 days a week. So the grind is about to be super real because I see something and it's time to get to it. Finna get on this road. I got a journey. I gotta listen to some music, and I don't like vlogging when I'm driving because it's the safety of it. The risk is just a little bit too high with the Milwaukee roads and this, that, and the third. Like, I ain't got time for all that. But when I get up here to the job, I will pop back in for a hot second, and then, you know what I'm saying, I will end my video like that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna catch y'all guys in a hot second. Listen to this music. Alright guys, like I promised y'all, I'll be back. It's the second half of the video. I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of Harley Davidson, man. So like I told you, I gotta come here and do a 10-hour shift, and I gotta do it 3 more times before I can get to the weekend and enjoy my other job as well. But in the meantime, like I told you, the grind is real. Gotta power through it. I know some people feel like the 9 to 5 isn't enough, or they just feel like, why me? At the end of the day, working a 9 to 5 shows true grit character. It gives you the ability to be able to take on more when you have the ability to do so. When you see an opportunity, you take on the challenge due to the fact that you come from a 9 to 5 builder block. And I know you might say, man, Zach, that's BS, bro. But at the end of the day, it's real, because if you really think about it, the only source of income that you was really generating was from your 9 to 5. It was your primary source of income. And it allowed you, it gave you the opportunity to do bigger things when the opportunity presented itself. So you can't just outshine the 9 to 5 or the blue collar worker or the corporate worker for whatever that is. You can't outshine him. You can't say that he's not a factor. It is a factor, because it gave you the stepping stone to get where you're going or get where you're at. So let's not forget that. Stay focused, stay grinding, give yourself a chance, man. Even if you got to come in, like I got to come here and I got to put in 10 hours. Even though I come here and put in these 10 hours, there's a bigger goal at play. There's a bigger opportunity at hand. It's just what I'm gonna do with it. So knowing that, that's the reason why you see things like Turo. That's the reason why you see things like credit. Because I use the grind from the 9 to 5 to put those things in position to create opportunities. And, you know, generating the income. Like I said, I had an opportunity to generate $10,000. I did it 2 months in a row. It was like the hardest thing ever, because I used 2 jobs to do it. I didn't have no other residual income to do it. So I did it for 2 months, but it took so much energy. I couldn't multiply myself because I was so caught up in trying to focus on the $10,000. So now I said, okay, well, cool, let me copy paste myself into doing the Turo aspect. Now I'm creating different avenues of income. If you look at the information, I wouldn't mind showing you, just to give you a synopsis of it, right? So this, like I said, it's my first time out. I don't know if you guys can read that, right? It's my first time out. This week alone on Turo, I made $367. And it's the reason why I say Turo, it doesn't make sense to have one vehicle. If you have more than one vehicle, you have, just say you have 3+ vehicles. Now you're creating this cycle, this repetition factor, to where you're catching transactions. This gives me the ability to push past the $10,000 ceiling. So it's the growth factor. So do I have to add more cars? Yes. And look, somebody's calling me. But it's your boy Zach Williams. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute.